As a survivor, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that anyone can say or do that's going to convince me that that was that man's first time. What's up, y'all? It's your favorite hood healer, high priestess, motivational dominatrix. It's your favorite auntie, uncle, pirate captain, goddess king, LadySpeech. First and foremost, I want to welcome you to my channel. I appreciate your time, your love, and your support. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, if you like anything that I'm doing over here, if you like anything that you see, feel free to hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to hit the notifications bell to stay with everything that I got going on over here. With all that being said, let's get into it. At this point in the game, you more than likely have heard the news of the Dalai Lama by now. Before we get deep into this, I want to say to my fellow survivors and to anyone else who needs this, take care of yourself. If you need to turn off the news, if you need to go on a social media fast, do what you need to do to take care of yourself. If you need to schedule a therapy appointment, if you need to call up a friend for support, to vent, to process, take care of yourself. If you need to take a half a day, if you need to take a day, if you need to do some ritual, if you need to do some ceremony, if you need to up your meditation, if you need to go to your temple, your holy house of worship, whatever it is you need to do, please take care of you. What we have heard is beyond devastating and so very triggering. If you have seen the footage, please take care of you. If you have learned about what has happened, please take care of you. Do not downplay your feelings. Do not downplay how triggering this can be. Do not judge yourself. Do not think of yourself as weak for doing whatever you have to do to take care of you. Whatever you have to do to take care of you, please do so. Your mental health is important. Your emotional health is important. Your physical health is important. Your mental health is important. Take care of you. To my fellow survivors, I want to remind you that what happened to you was not your fault. And the dishonor does not lie in your hands or on your shoulders. The dishonor for the violations you experienced at the evil hands of others is on them. It's never on you. There is no shame in surviving. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? My fellow survivors, there is no shame in surviving. You were never dishonored. The dishonor belongs to the violators. Take care of you. Do what you have to do. That includes clicking off of this video at this point, if that's what you need to do. Do what you need to do to take care of you. And I am so sorry this happened to you. I am so sorry this has happened to us. We didn't deserve it then. We don't deserve it now. We'll never be deserving of that type of heinous behavior. Please take care of you. We didn't deserve it. We deserve all that is good. You deserve all that is good. Please, whatever you do, take care of you. And know that you deserve love, respect, protection, and the reclamation of your joy and your pleasure. Whatever it is that you need to do, please take care of you. Now, let's talk about some things. As a survivor, when I saw the footage of what the Dalai Lama did, I knew. I knew that that wasn't his first time doing something like that. I knew. I could feel it through the screen. I knew. Just like so many other survivors know. But even if I didn't know, even if I didn't have that sixth sense about the situation, I'm going to tell you how I can tell that what that Dalai Lama did, how he violated that child, was not his first time. No. You know how I know? It is because of his casualness and his comfortability. It is the casualness of it all and the comfortability of it all that gave it away. So comfortable saying it in front of full audience. So comfortable saying it in front of full audience while being filmed. So comfortable saying it in full audience. You are too comfortable, sir, for that to be your first time. When you didn't care about who's around you. The casualness in which it was delivered, the casualness in which the violation was delivered to the child, the casualness. This isn't your first rodeo. No, you've been here, you've done this, you've perfected it. You got the t-shirt. It is the comfortability and the casualness that gives them away every time. When you begin anything, there's nervousness, awkwardness, fumbling occurs. A lot of times when you begin something, be it a hobby or a passion, it happens in private with teachers, with tutors, or by yourself if you're self-taught and self-motivated. He was too casual for that to be his first time. What he said to that child. How he said it to that child. In front of who he said it to that child. This man has been a part of the modern world for a long time. So not only did he say it with all those people, he knew it would be recorded. Oh no, it is the casualness and the comfortability for me. It's the casualness and the comfortability that gives it away. There is nothing that anyone can say that's going to convince me that was his first time. And some of you, I've heard, are using out there in this big bad world, are using the argument that he had dementia. He has dementia. Darling, let me tell you something. As someone who has studied a bit of dementia, as someone who has worked with dementia patients in the past, I am going to be clear about the fact that when you get dementia, the truest parts of yourself come out. So if he in fact had dementia, we are seeing who he truly is. Ain't no way, ain't no excuse y'all can give me to convince me that it was his first time violating a child. Let's throw an allegedly on that. Allegedly. Colonialism got us fucked up. It has turned religion and spirituality, things that are supposed to bring you closer to God, into some of the most dangerous tools and weapons against the sanctity and the sacredness of children. From the Catholic Church to the Southern Baptist Church to spiritual cults to magical-based cults to monks. Children aren't safe anywhere. Across faith. As a survivor and as someone who is a spiritualist, as someone who religion was used to justify my abuse, as someone who sees it in every community, from the spiritual community to organized religions, it is pain. It is pain to watch this, to see it, to get news of this as someone who sees and experiences the utter beauty and the healing of Creator and spirituality and my ancestors and the earth. To know that these people use Creator, that they use God, that they to have experienced what it is to be a child being violated on so many levels, and to have religion used as the justification, to have God thrown in your face, while someone who is in a position of power, who was supposed to protect you and guide you and lead you closer to the source, to lead you closer to yourself. Evil, the level of evil, that is astounding. This man was able to do what he did with such casualty and comfortableness because of community, complicity, and support. One of the hardest things to witness about that whole experience was the lack of a booming voice in the room willing to defend that child, was the lack of someone saying, hey, no, stop, was the lack of someone being able to check him, to reach beyond the title he carried, see his humanity and the wrongness of what he was doing, and call him out. One of the hardest things was listening to them laugh, listening to them laugh, listening to them laugh. As a child who spoke my truth in the beginning and wasn't believed, that hurt beyond hurt. The complicity of community, the complicity of community, the compliance of community, the compliance of community. He was so casual and he was so comfortable because who was gonna check him, boo? None of you, and he knew that. He knew that. He knew that. Predators prey in plain sight. because they know the majority of you will do nothing. Due to the society that we live in and the lack of community we have, and also due to the fact that the predators have not only groomed their victims, they've oftentimes groomed the community and everybody around them. If that man was comfortable enough to do what he did so casually in public, imagine what was happening in private. Imagine what's been happening in private. You aren't gonna convince me, and neither is he, that this was his first rodeo. No, you're not. You're not. You're not. Dear fellow survivors, dear anyone listening, looking at this who has heard anything about this story, anyone affected, take care of you. I have no solutions in this video. This video is to shed light on the situation. This video is to lend my voice to the situation. This video is to speak out as a survivor against all of you who are making excuses for this behavior and for this man. You're not gonna convince me it was his first time. You're not. You're not. You're not. To my fellow survivors and anybody affected, please take care of you. Whatever that looks like for you, please take care of you. And remember that what happened to you is not your fault. It's not. It's not. As a survivor, I'm gonna take my own advice. I'm going to do what I need to do to take care of me. And I'm going to continue to strive to be the best person, the best leader that I can be. I want to remind you that there are despicable people across every faith. And there are wondrous, amazing people who are pure in their motivation and only want to draw closer to spirit and share that with others. I pray that this doesn't derail people from their connection to spirit and spirituality. And I acknowledge that moments like this make it hard. Today I'll be lighting a candle and praying for the entire world. Today I'll be taking some time to take care of myself and honor my inner child. Today, I'm going to remember that I am so very strong for surviving. And if you're a survivor, I hope you remember that too. I love you. I live you. Thank you for your support. And thank you for listening.